the land of my birth. This is Jamaica, my Jamaica. This is the land of my birth.
We are going to end here. Is my co-host around, Emily?
Yes, I'm here. That was a wonderful performance, wasn't it, Khadijah?
Absolutely was. And but we do have to say our thank yous and our goodbyes. I think there's a couple of notes that we want to say, though, in regards to Natalie's video. That will be that is up on the website of the Geraldine Connor Foundation's page, along with some other videos as well.
Yes, so we have our thanks to give, don't we, Khadijah?
We do.
To Karen, to Linton Kwesi Johnson, to Natalie, to Musafing, to Selena from the Geraldine Connor Foundation for her top-notch organisation. I leave you to do the rest.
To Cleve Freckleton, to Elizabeth for her administration, and also to Zoe and to Bailey for holding up this Zoom platform for us. And I'm hoping that I got everybody there, but also to you, Emily, for co-hosting this event.
And to you, Khadijah. And I notice in the comments, Malika Booker says, will you be continuing this work, as it feels that this is only the beginning? And I think there is so much more to say, isn't there, about this topic, about letters. There's so much more that we could explore.
I mean, there is, and it's also, you said it so eloquently earlier on about the importance of letters and how it connects. And then we hear from Karen McCarthy this whole journey of how letters can take you from one landscape to another, and it can take you on this amazing adventure. And then we've got Natalie, who begins to build, I guess, broader family connections through letter writing. And so we see the importance of it. Somebody mentioned about what of letter writing of today, since everything is electronic and computerized. And I love to receive a letter, and you don't really get them, do you? Especially you don't get handwritten letters, but yeah. I have one very close friend who's a poet, and at least twice a year, she sends me a nice note. Yeah, and she makes beautiful cards, and they're handwritten, and I feel like at least twice a year I'm getting a letter from this friend. Very often.
It's a very special feeling, and I know my students who are 18 and they don't receive letters, so they've started actually writing letters to one another just to experience that, getting something through the post, and as you say about the connections with letters for migrants coming over to the UK during Windrush, it's like an umbilical link with home, isn't it? The letter it not only fuels migration, but it also creates this kind of this connection, this umbilical connection with the homeland. So they have such an important role to play, don't they?
It really does. It really does. And just even in that reading from Musafing, that the grandmother gives so much details of her life is so important. And it reminds me, the piece is also inspired by my grandfather, who left a letter when he passed away. He left 2 envelopes, one with instructions of burial, and the other one was how he came to England, but what his life was like in Jamaica. And it makes you want to search out that landscape and get a better sense of family. And it really helps us to know them more through their own experience. So the importance of letters, the importance of writing, the importance of documenting and archiving that is like that lifeline that keeps us together.
So we should, and I have a similar experience to you, Khadijah, tracing my grandfather's letters that he wrote when Joseph Zobel, when he was in Paris, and he wrote letters back to his wife in 1946 when she was in Martinique in the Caribbean. And they had a little trade going on as well. She would send him spices to sell in Paris, and he would send her household objects. And then one letter, he says, I've sent you a radio. And he says about all the people she must invite to the house to show off the radio. And he even says, you must put the radio in this particular place. And then you must invite Mrs. So-and-so, Mr. So-and-so, so that everyone in the village will know that she has a radio from France, so the family have really...
And it was that show-off era. Definitely, letters and photographs were really about informing, but also showing off.
Yeah,
you know, how well they were doing. But we do have to end, and we do want to say thank you to everybody who's been part of this Zoom platform, and thank you to all our guests once more. We are going to leave with the amazing voice of Cleveland Freckleton to play us out. So thank you everybody once again on behalf of the Geraldine Connor Foundation and on behalf of all our funders.
Thank you.
These are a couple of songs from the Gospel Songbook, and as Caribbean has spent time in churches here and connected together, and this is one that I know many of you will recall and know, and maybe you can help me to sing. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine, and oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, here of salvation, purchase of God, born of his goodness, and washed in his blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Some glad morning, when this life is over, I'll fly away to God's celestial shore. I'll fly away, and I'll fly away. Oh, glory, I'll fly away to God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. One more time, I say, I'll fly away. Oh, glory, I'll fly away to God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away. I'll fly away.
Thank you, Cleve. Please check out the Geraldine Connor Foundation online. Please check out the YouTube link for more information to look at the extended videos from Natalie and all our other participants. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.